Alright, welcome back. So this is the final part of proteins and amino acids quiz. Okay, so let's begin. Question 21. Which amino acid is the simplest in structure? Which amino acid is the simplest in structure? A. Valine. B. Glycine. C. Tyrosine. D. Lysine. You have 5 seconds. Okay, so the correct answer is B. Glycine. Okay, so glycine is the simplest amino acid because its side chain consists of only a single hydrogen atom. Okay, this small size makes glycine highly flexible and allows it to fit into tight spaces within protein structures, especially collagen. Okay, then why other options are wrong? So option A, valine. So valine is a branched chain amino acid with a much larger hydrophobic side chain than glycine. Okay, then why option C is wrong? Because tyrosine is an aromatic amino acid containing a phenyl ring and is structurally much more complex. Okay, then why is option D wrong? So lysine is a basic amino acid with a long positively charged side chain, making it larger than glycine. Okay, let me give you an exam tip. So remember, glycine is the simplest amino acid, while proline is the most rigid amino acid. Okay, take that. Let's go to question 22. Question 22 reads, which protein is the major antibody in blood plasma? Which protein is the major antibody in blood plasma? A. Immunoglobulin G. B. Albumin. C. Hemoglobin. D. Keratin. So you have 5 seconds. Okay, so the correct answer is A. Immunoglobulin G. Okay, so immunoglobulin G or IgG is the most abundant antibody in blood plasma. So it provides long-term immunity against infections and is the only antibody class that normally crosses the placenta to provide passive immunity to the fetus. Okay, then why other options are wrong? Okay, let's start with option B. So option B is wrong because albumin is the major plasma protein responsible for maintaining ocontic pressure and transporting many substances, but it is not an antibody. Okay, then why is option C wrong? So option C is wrong because hemoglobin transports oxygen inside red blood cells and has no role as an antibody. Okay, then why is option D wrong? So option D is wrong because keratin is a structural protein found in skin, hair and nails rather than in blood plasma. Okay, let me give you an exam tip. So remember the order of antibody abundance. Okay, so IgG is the most abundant immunoglobulin in blood. Alright, Later on, we'll have a video to discuss in details the classes of immunoglobulin. Okay. All right. Let's go to question 23. So question 23 reads, which level of protein structure is destroyed first during denaturation? Which level of protein structure is destroyed first during denaturation? Okay, I hope you still remember the levels of protein structure. Okay, there are actually 4. All right, let's go. So A, they're saying primary structure. Okay, primary. B, peptide bonds. C, amino acid sequence. D, secondary structure. So you have 5 seconds. All right, so the correct answer is D, secondary. Okay, so denaturation first disrupts weak interactions such as hydrogen bonds, okay, causing secondary structures like alpha helixes and beta sheets to unfold. Okay, the primary amino acid sequence is usually remains intact because peptide bonds are not broken. Okay, then why other options are wrong? So option A, which is the primary, so the primary structure usually remains unchanged during denaturation because the peptide bonds are not broken, as I earlier mentioned. Okay, option B is wrong because peptide bonds are strong covalent bonds that are generally preserved during denaturation. Okay, so always remember peptide bonds are preserved during denaturation. Okay, then option C is wrong because the amino acid sequence remains intact unless the protein undergoes hydrolysis, okay, rather than simple denaturation. Here is an example. Okay, denaturation destroys protein shape before it destroys protein sequence. Okay, so denaturation destroys protein shape before it destroys protein sequence. Let's go to question 24. Question 24 reads, which amino acid is classified as acidic? Which amino acid is classified as acidic? A, lysine. B, arginine. C, aspartate. D, glycine. Okay, so you have 5 seconds. All right, so the correct answer is C, aspartate. Okay, so aspartate, also called aspartic acid, is an acidic amino acid, okay, because each side chain contains an additional carboxyl group that carries a negative charge at physiological pH. Okay, then why other options are wrong? Option A, so option A, lysine. So lysine is a basic amino acid with a positively charged side chain. Okay, then why is option B wrong? So arginine is also a basic amino acid and contains a positively charged group. Okay, then why is option D wrong? So glycine is a neutral non-polar amino acid and is not classified as acidic. Here is an exam tip. Okay, so only 2 amino acids are acidic. Okay, only 2 amino acids are acidic. So these are aspartate and glutamate. are the only two amino acids which are acidic. Let's go to question 25. So question 25, which plasma protein mainly transports iron in blood? Which plasma protein mainly transports iron in blood? A. Albumin. B. Transferrin. C. Fibrinogen. D. Cellular plasmine. You have 5 seconds. Alright, so the correct answer is B. Transferrin. Transferrin is the principal ion transport protein in blood plasma. It binds ferric ion and safely delivers it to tissues, okay? Especially the bone marrow, where iron is used for hemoglobin synthesis, okay? Then why other options are wrong? Option A, albumin. So albumin transports many substances, including drugs, hormones, but it is not the primary ion transport protein, okay? Then why is option C wrong? So fibrinogen functions in blood clotting and has no major role in ion transport, okay? Then option D, celluloplasmine. So celluloplasmine mainly transports copper and helps oxidize iron to the ferric form, so it can bind to transferrin, but it is not the primary ion transport protein, okay? Take that. Then here is an exam tip. Don't confuse these plasma proteins, okay? These are transferrin. So transferrin transports iron. Transferrin transports iron. Ferritin stores iron. Ferritin stores iron. Celluloplasmine transports copper. Celluloplasmine transports copper. Take that, okay? Let's go to question 26. Question 26. Which amino acid contains amino ring? Which amino acid contains an amino ring? A. Proline. B. Glycine. C. Serine. D. Valine. You have 5 seconds. Okay, so the correct answer is A. Proline. Okay, so proline is unique because its side chain forms a ring with the amino group, creating an amino structure, okay? This rigid ring introduces bends in polypeptide chain and plays an important role in protein folding, particularly in collagen, okay? Then why other options are wrong? So option B is wrong because glycine is the smallest amino acid and has only hydrogen atom as its side chain, and it does not contain an amino ring, okay? Then option C is also wrong because serine, so serine contains a hydroxyl group that participates in enzyme activity and phosphorylation, but it does not have a ring structure, okay? Then valine, so valine is a branched chain amino acid with a non-polar side chain and lacks an amino ring, okay? Then here is an exam tip, okay? So glycine provides flexibility, while proline provides rigidity. Okay, and both are abundant in collagen. All right, let's go to question 27. Okay, question 27. Which protein provides elasticity to skin and ligament? Okay, which protein provides elasticity to skin and ligaments? Okay, A. Keratin, B. Collagen, C. Albumin, D. Elastin. Okay, so you have 5 seconds. Alright, so the correct answer is D, elastin. Okay, so elastin is a structural protein that allows tissue such as skin, lungs, arteries, and ligament to stretch and return to their original shape. Okay, then its elastic properties are essential for normal tissue function. Okay, then why other options are wrong? So option A, keratin. So keratin is a protective structural protein found in the skin, hair, and nails, but does not provide the elasticity. Okay, then why is option B wrong? So option B, collagen. So collagen provides tensile strength and resistance to stretching rather than elasticity. Okay, then why is option C wrong? So option C, albumin. So albumin is a plasma protein responsible for maintaining ocontic pressure and transporting substances in the blood. Okay, then here is an exam tip. So collagen resists stretching and elastin allows stretching. Okay, all right, so let's go to question 28. So question 28, which condition results from severe protein deficiency? Which condition results from severe protein deficiency? A. Marasmus, B. Kwashiorkor, C. Rickets, D. scurvy. You have 5 seconds. The correct answer is B, Kwashiorkor. Okay, so Kwashiorkor results primarily from severe dietary protein deficiency despite relatively adequate calorie intake. Okay, so it commonly presents with edema, fat liver, poor wound healing, muscle wasting, and growth failure. Okay, then why other options are wrong? So why is option A wrong, marasmus? So marasmus results from severe deficiency of both calories and protein and presents with marked wasting without the characteristic edema of Kwashiorkor. Okay, then why is option C wrong, rickets? So rickets is caused by vitamin D deficiency leading to defective bone mineralization. Okay, then why is option D wrong? Okay, so option D is not correct because scurvy. So scurvy results from vitamin C deficiency and is characterized by bleeding gums, poor wound healing, and defective collagen synthesis. Okay, here is an exam tip. Remember, Kwashiorkor is equal to protein deficiency plus edema. Marasmus is equal to total calories deficiency plus severe wasting. Okay, All right, let's go to question 29. So question 29, which amino acid is a precursor of nitric acid? Which amino acid is a precursor of nitric acid? A. Histidine. D. Leucine. C. Arginine. D. methionine. You have 5 seconds. Answer is C. Arginine. Okay, so arginine is converted into nitric acid, okay, by the enzyme nitric oxide synthase. Okay, then nitric oxide is an important signaling molecule that promotes vasodilation, okay, and improves blood flow and contributes to immune function. Okay, so why are other options not correct? Let's start with option A. So option A, histidine. So histidine is the precursor of histamine, not nitric oxide. Okay, take that. Then also, why is option B not correct? So leucine. So leucine is an essential branched chain amino acid mainly involved in muscle protein synthesis. Okay, then why is option D not correct? Methionine. So methionine is a sulfur containing amino acid that serves as the methyl group donor, okay, but is not the precursor of nitric acid. Okay, here is an exam tip. So arginine is a precursor of nitric oxide, and nitric oxide usually causes vasodilation, okay, which improves what? Blood flow and contributes to immune function. Okay, let's go to our final question, which is question 30. Okay, so question 30, which laboratory test best reflects long-term blood protein nutritional status? Okay, which laboratory test best reflects long-term blood protein nutritional status? A. Serum albumin. B. Blood glucose. C. Serum sodium. D. Serum potassium. Okay, you have 5 seconds. Alright, so the correct answer is A. Serum albumin. Okay, so serum albumin is commonly used as an indicator of long-term protein nutritional status because it is the most abundant plasma protein and has a relatively long life. Okay, so it has a relatively long half-life. Okay, and low albumin levels may suggest protein malnutrition. Okay, and chronic liver disease or excessive protein loss through the kidneys or GIT. Okay, then why are other options wrong? So why is option B not correct? So blood glucose measures carbohydrate metabolism and is not an indicator of protein nutritional status. Okay, then why is option C not correct? So option C is not correct because serum sodium reflects fluid and electrolyte balance rather than protein nutrition. Okay, then option D is not correct because serum potassium is important for neuromuscular function and cardiac activity, but does not assess protein status. Okay, here is an exam tip. For nutritional assessment, remember albumin reflects long-term protein status, while prealbumin responds more rapidly to recent nutritional changes. Okay, take that. Okay, so excellent work. You have completed all 30 questions on proteins and amino acids. Okay, so whether you answered every question correctly or discovered areas that need more review, every quiz is an opportunity to strengthen your understanding and improve your exam performance. Okay, so keep building your knowledge one topic at a time and continue challenging yourself with more exam style quizzes covering anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, pathophysiology, microbiology, pharmacology, and many other medical sciences. Okay, thank you very much for learning with medical quizzes. Until then, keep studying, stay curious, and keep striving for excellency in your medical journey.